Hi everyone, I just wanted to do a quick update. I'm looking at all the marks from my N95 mask while sitting in the hospital all day. I got here despite the rain. My friend Janice sat in the passenger seat working so we could get here, and I drove because of my anxiety. I needed to be in control and get here, but something I explained to her that I don't know if I shared, so just an analogy that I wanted to share with so many people is, you know, I empathize with everybody, including myself, who are going through COVID-19, this pandemic, the unknown, all this unknown that's causing so much anxiety and stress for everybody. But something else is what I want people to know is, if you think about it, I was explaining to my friend Janice, is that's what cancer patients go through each and every day, the anxiety and the stress of the unknown. So when COVID is over, when there is a vaccine, when people can feel safe and go about their business, for cancer patients, cancer survivors, we're still stuck in this rut that many of you are feeling. This is our life every day. Yes, we can go out and take risks, we can go on vacations, but that unknown, that fear that you're feeling today during COVID, during this pandemic of, do I send my kid to school? Do I do the virtual learning? I'm reading all these posts of all this anxiety, and I'm saying to myself is, wow, not that I want people to feel my pain, but this is the kind of anxiety that cancer patients go through all the time. So when the pandemic is over, when the stress is gone for everybody and they can go back on their lovely vacations and not worry about anything, the rest of us, those who are either in cancer treatment, those who are survivors, who have to tiptoe around life, as I was told to live life very carefully, because for each day for me is a gift. So I just wanted to kind of make that analogy that anxiety and the pain and the stress, the loneliness, the stress that you're feeling is what we feel every day. And fortunately, I've been able to, I don't even need this. I've been able to manage it through just doing my 3 Ps, feeling that sense of wholeness, so I could present well to my medical team and position myself to prevail. Hi, Maria. Sense of control, and I hope that maybe if you need that sense of control with what you're going through right now, is think of the 3 Ps of armoring up, is that you have to prepare yourself for illness. Maybe you won't be here at the cancer center here at Johns Hopkins, maybe it's not COVID, but whatever it is, you have to get prepared and prepare your body each and every day. And a lot of that involves minimizing the stress in your life, getting prepared so you could present well to your medical team, wherever that will be, because something will happen. Something will happen, and position yourself to prevail. For me, just not that I want any sympathy, but my heart breaks when I walk into the hospital. I was overcome this morning when I walked in, and I just had tears in my eyes, because every time I see those chairs, I'll post a picture later, there's chairs 6 feet apart, there's only one chair. That's a chair for each cancer patient that's fighting alone, who can't go in with a caregiver. So when I hear some pretty tough information today, I'm going to be there alone. My husband, and this is what families go through all the time, we couldn't really find childcare, so my husband is home with my son, our son. I have my friend who rode with me because she needed to work, so she worked while I drove. But you think of families all over the place when you talk about health disparities. How do people make this happen? And then you have to go in by yourself, and you have to hear some of the things you don't want to hear and process that. I know last time I asked my doctor, when he told me that my sister only gave me the gift of time, which she's my hero, but hearing that, I had to take my mask off for a second and cry. Some things he's going to talk to me about today is, we're going to talk about the genetic marker that my sister was transferred to me through my sister, and then it went out of control. It's called the CHIP genetic marker. Thank God I'm meeting with my doctor again, my leukemia oncologist, here today. But I also then went into reporter mode, and I have a meeting in 2 weeks with the doctors at Dana-Farber who discovered CHIP, the very genetic marker that I have. So between Dana-Farber Cancer Institute and my doctor, I know I'm in good hands. Nothing we can do for you. Couple things they told me is, they said that my sister gave me the gift of time, and then I'm 10 times more likely to get another blood cancer. And I got another blood cancer, there's nothing they can do, because I already had a transplant. And I had a transplant, and it goes on. And so the tears start to roll down your face, thinking, I asked him point blank, and these are conversations that patients have to have with their doctors today because of COVID all over the world alone. Well, how much time do I have? And he said, these are things we're going to talk about. I feel good. He just told me live life very carefully. And what does that mean? It means things that you can learn from too, and that's removing any ounce of stress. He said that fight or flight mode that you guys might all be feeling. I'm sorry, I have to fix my son's backpack. I put all my stuff in a backpack. The fight or flight mode that you feel like when you're going through stress of a pandemic or a job loss or divorce or whatever it may be, my body is living at that fight or flight mode every single day because of the marker. And the only control I have is eliminating all the stress in my life to the best that I can do. Remove anything that can cause any inflammation in my life. And that's, I already eat gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free, caffeine-free, no corn. I was really mostly 85% plant-based. I only had maybe a little bit of turkey once every few days, but now they want me to remove it all. Anything that causes inflammation. So we're talking about conversations of just going vegan, no gluten, no dairy, no sugar, no caffeine, no corn, no meat, which is fine, but it's just another loss and feeling like I'm controlled and I want to be able to do some things. But my message to you is, as I talk to all these experts, sorry I have to keep fixing this backpack, is basically we have to go beyond the mask. I have my N95 mask right here, but what are we doing beyond the mask is what they're telling me, and I'm sharing with you through my message of the 3 Ps. Inflammation we're causing in our bodies the inflammation is a fertilizer for cancer and other illnesses. It brings down our immune system. So what steps can you take beyond the mask to boost your body prepared? And that's part of the 3 Ps. I have to think it at a much higher level than you have to think of. Hi Molly, I can't wait to see you. I'm back at Hopkins, more fun. But what steps can you take in your life to decompress? There's a saying that says you should meditate every day for 20 minutes. Unless you're busy, you should meditate for an hour. And I love it because it really resonates that, we're too busy. No, each and every one of us need to take every step we can to eliminate any stress in our life, the toxicity in our life, anything that's adding inflammation, and also removing foods and our part of our lifestyle that may add inflammation. For me, as they're explaining, it's 2 hours because I just did some more tests. For me, it's a life or death. So I wake up, when I put 2 feet on the ground, I take another breath and I have another day with my son is a gift from God. But if they said I just have to eat broccoli every day so I can watch my son grow up, that's what I'll do. I'll do it. I'll do it with a smile, but it's frustrating. And so I say it to you as, I'm either your coach or your cautionary tale. You can go through this like I've gone through, or you can become your own hero today and take some actions. For me, they look back and say, thank God you were so fit. And that's why I say, because they can't kill you trying to save you. And I was so fit, and that's what gave me an opportunity to really survive all this chemo and radiation. But what laid the foundation and got me here in the first place was the lack of sleep, the shift work, the nonstop chronic stress, which is inflammation in your body. And so I really feel like I need to sound the alarm for everybody, because you don't want my story to be your story. If you can take action today and become your own hero, start thinking about what foods you're eating, what inflammatory foods are you eating in your diet, how much sleep are you getting, because lack of sleep causes inflammation. Inflammation, again, is a fertilizer for cancer. What other things that are going on in your life that you can eliminate by choice? Because now for me, it's by order, pretty much. I've always eaten clean. People always say, oh, well, what was your diet like? People who didn't know me from TV say, oh, what was your diet like before cancer? No, it was clean. Ask anybody who worked with me. No gluten, no dairy, no sugar, no caffeine. Every once in a while at an event or a gala, I would, have a little small glass of wine. But I really ate very strict, and now I'm having to really up the ante and eat even more strict. Cutting, and now knowing it's not by choice because it's healthy or trendy, that this is life or death of me, that I'm operating at a level 9 or 10 and I'm on the edge. And it could take any little bit of inflammation to send me over the edge. A couple other things is I have to see a cardiologist because the genetic marker has also put me at a very, very high risk of a heart attack, stroke, and some other things. So it's just a myriad of things. The good news is, because I did go into reporter mode, I am going to see doctors at Dana-Farber Institute that discovered the CHIP genetic marker. By the way, that research was funded by the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Another reason I always lend my voice to them. But the doctors here at Johns Hopkins, my doctor is incredibly talented and amazing. But when you hear the very doctors who got you through this and helped you live say there's nothing we can do for you except you have to eliminate every ounce of stress in your life to make sure that you can survive, because we can't, at this moment, we can't do anything for you. So, sorry, I'm trying to make sure I stay 6 feet. I had to take this mask off. It was too stressful. So again, I just want to remind everyone, this is something you can become your own hero on your own. You can take your own steps and your own action. It's the 3 Ps to armoring up for life, and that's prepare your body for illness, because something will happen, small or large, in your lifetime. You could be 50 or 80 or whatever, so you could present well to your medical team and position yourself to prevail. And because when you show up for whatever illness, COVID, heart disease, cancer, they can't kill you trying to save you. They can only give you. Sorry, Lisa, my sister, my hero, is calling. I had to decline her. But anyway, I'm getting ready to go back into the waiting room. It's very lonely in there, and it just, what breaks my heart is to think how we're sitting alone for these tough conversations about statistics, survival rates, your fate. And these are conversations I still get to go home to my son and my husband. You know, you're only one blood draw away from not, but I still get to feel so blessed to do that. And I think of all the people up on the other floors, including the 5th floor where I was for leukemia for an entire year, who can't have any guests, who can't have anyone come in. And I wish I could go give them all a hug. Oh, good, a flood warning in my area. I can't wait to drive home in that. Anyone that the stress that you're feeling, I'm sorry you're feeling all this with the pandemic. But I think, if anything, pull strength from what cancer patients and survivors are going through, because this is the unknown stress of not knowing what's going to go on in our lives that we experience every day, all the time. It's just that we have to manage it. And a lot of us have had come up with coping tools. So turn to us. A lot of us have coping tools. We don't like we had to come up with them. For me, it was becoming my own hero and telling people, having the 3 Ps in your life that can give you a chance to feel a sense of control. So what you can do today is, yes, I support wearing the mask. Go beyond the mask. What can you do to strengthen your immune system? Lifestyle. Hi, Melissa. Good morning. I'm going to order Caesar's birthday cake from your Nothing But Cakes today. When I get home from Hopkins. But I want to remind you that you have a chance to have control of the situation the best you can by becoming your own hero and feeling that sense of control by getting your body prepared. Think about, what steps are you taking to limit the stress in your lives? Are you meditating? And are you removing any toxic relationships? How can you do that? Because you don't want to be forced to be told like I'm told, you have to remove it all. It could be life or death. And you want to take those actions today. So do it, get prepared, prepare, present, prevail. And if you get diagnosed with anything, add that 4th P of be a pain in the ass. I'm a big pain in the ass here, and I don't mind, because it's why I'm standing here and why my son has a mother. So I don't want to get emotional. I'm so blessed and grateful each and every day. That's why you always see my posts about movie night, making memories, because it's really not at the end. When I sat in that hospital room and I had 25% chance of survival, all I had with me were the memories. And so the more memories, the more lives you touch, the more lives you change, and that's what you have. And so go out and spread you. And just be safe, and don't forget to armor up for life. I'll let you know how everything goes after this full day of fun and driving home in the rain. I can't wait. Love you guys, and love my hubby Caesar for being my rock, taking care of Gabriel today and taking a day off work. Oh, you're my Shiro, Melissa. I can't wait. Maybe I'll place the order while I'm in there. Thank you so much. I need the good luck, Charlotte. Thank you. I interviewed with Charlotte on her channel. My goal is just to spread kindness and let everyone know that we have control of the situation the best we can by becoming our own hero. Love you guys. Bye.